So, when I started streaming, it crashed everything. um, including, like, everything. I'll have to check the settings again. Ah! Yeah, the music gets loud and epic, and I don't talk very loud. But the game itself isn't very loud either. I can turn the game music back down. Alright, where were we? We were in Berlin. Our father is a scientist. We went to his lab to say hi. Dad was not there. Lab was a mess. We also checked his house. Where we got punched in the face and knocked out. And then we woke up. And here we are. Right. There's fish. There's a key in the fish tank, which probably opens this thing. We have some old pizza with tuna fish. We have some salt. We have a shard of yellow warning light. We have a bowl with aloe vera in it. Or aloe gel from the plant. And we have a rock that we have a machine in the lab to like spectral analyze, but we don't know how to use the machine, so it won't let us do that yet. We have this computer which has a login password, 4-digit password, that is not 1234 because we tried that. And it can't be 420, 69, or variations thereof because there's only the digits 1 through 5 to work with. We suspect that the password is somewhere nearby. Oh wait, this one's open. Or is that just looking at the computer again? Yeah, Starfield. Alright, we have
Dad's old shortwave radio. There's a dentist's appointment on one and a shopping list on the other. I can't read the third one, and the fourth one is empty. These don't get me anywhere.
I would suspect that it was a year because it's 4 digits, but we only have digits 1 through 5 to work with.
Password protected. Think, Nina, think. 1, 1, 1, 1. Nothing's happening. Looks like it's the wrong code. Come to think of it, my father has always had a hard time remembering codes. He must have kept it somewhere easily accessible for him.
Easily accessible. I mean, it's kind of like having a notepad to write stuff on. It's just on the wall, and it's only one. Ah, yes, true. It could be order of books on a wall. I see we have experienced puzzle gamers in the chat. All of his binders were ransacked though, so they're all kind of thrown around. I can make disparaging comments about his clothing.
It's unbelievable how little clothing men need to get through life.
Actually, wait, can we leave? Because if we can leave, it's tomorrow, so we might be able to go back to the lab and find something there. Oh.
All right, I'll do it. A single rubber glove and a bicycle spoke. Not exactly a spectacular profit.
Oh, we can use that to put it on the radio. And we can use the glove to not get shocked.
The thing will fall apart if I so much as look at it. Aside from that, I do have my motorcycle. I can move more quickly with it. The only thing that could still be of use is the air pump.
Sure. Garage junk.
A box full of junk that is practically screaming that I'm going to find something inside that'll be useful to me at some point.
Oh, what is that? Glue! Double-sided tape. Alright, we can definitely go fix the radio now. I wonder if the radio station is the number. Now that we have tools. Or we might be able to use the spoke to get the key out of the fish tank. Hey. Do that.
The key doesn't have an opening anywhere where I can stick the spoke through.
Well, tape and glue won't work. Yeah, it'll be a Russian number station. I'm guessing we're gonna need like a magnet to get the key. Here.
Dad's old shortwave radio. The antenna is broken off and there's no tape cassette inside. I doubt I'll hear anything other than a steady static hiss.
Rub everything on everything else. Air pump. Are we gonna have to make a balloon hand? To float the key out? Nope. Or is it stupidly simple, just put on the glove and reach into the fish tank? No, I can't interact with that. Alright, so let me use this on the fish tank. So it is going to be that, but it seems we need something extra on the end of it. That is kind of nice that it doesn't give you the interactable icon if it doesn't go there. Bed. Where's the leave?
The bucket is full of water.
Okay.
Oh, the handle just came off.
Okay. So we have various pieces of twisted metal.
That leads to the sewer system. The stench is coming out of every opening.
Can we leave, actually? Well, in games like this, like, it's gonna be technically useful at some point, like used for something. But yeah, we do generally. I mean, we have leftover pizza in our pocket. We're walking around with trash.
The storage compartment in the seat is locked.
Then unlock it.
The storage compartment is open now.
Hooray! Also, I looked, and this game came out in 2006.
My cell phone and my sunglasses. I'd better take both before they get swiped.
I've had a cell phone this whole time?
This thing has all the bells and whistles. You can even play Orion Squad 1 with it. Dark blue and very cool. A handle. Glue for porcelain and plastic. Sticks in front and in back. Also sticks left and right. Kinda sticks everywhere. This air pump looks like it still works. An old bicycle spoke, and proof that I'll take just any old piece of junk with me. An old flimsy rubber glove. The chest is secured with a lock. The key should be fairly flat, so the old hairpin trick probably won't work. Yummy. Cold pizza with stinky tuna fish.
I can kind of see that working on a pizza.
Salt, also known as white gold in the Middle Ages.
Don't know why that's relevant.
This must have broken off one of the lights at the construction site. The inside of the dish is somewhat porous.
Where'd my aloe go? Did it dry up? Because it's porous? Do I have to put glue on it to make it not porous? No.
Looks like something has been embedded in that stone. It has a red-violet glow.
Also, this is the first thing we picked up, so we've been walking around with a radioactive rock in our pocket the whole time. Can't be good for our junk. Oh, I can leave. Let's go back to the museum. Hey.
The little girl looks sad. Hello there.
Hello?
What
Would you
are
like a
you doing
piece of
here all
metal?
alone? Did you sleep here or something?
Who are you?
My name is Nina. And yours?
Oh, hello, Nina. I'm Lisa.
So
Oh,
tell
asking
me,
about sleeping. I was
did
like,
you really
what?
spend the night here?
Yes?
Why? Don't you have a home?
Yeah, but I was scared.
To go home?
Yeah, I'm gonna get in a whole lot of trouble for sure. My bike is broken, and Dad's camera, too.
Is it
And
missing
that's
a
why you
spoke?
spent the night out here in the cold?
Because I have one.
How did that happen?
I was playing here in front of the museum, and then suddenly, I got scared. I didn't exactly know why, but I just wanted to hide in the bushes. And then suddenly, there were these strange men in black costumes. So I sat there in the bushes, and suddenly I got even more scared. I just wanted to get away. Then on accident, I pushed the button on the camera. There was a bright flash, and the men turned around. They
You got
looked
a
at
picture
me,
of the men?
But what?
but they didn't have faces. It was so awful, and then I just ran away. I ran and ran as fast as I could. And then I realized that I had lost my camera, and so I had to go back. Luckily, those creepy men weren't there anymore. And I found the camera again, but it didn't work anymore. And since my bike was broken too, I didn't dare go home. Will you help me? Will you come home with me? Or can I live with you?
No, better not. But I'll help you fix the stuff. But you have to promise me that you'll go home right away. Your parents are probably worried to death.
Okay, good.
She is so ready to just start a new life.
What's up with the bike?
I think I ran over some stupid shard of glass at the construction site, and now I have a flat. And to top it off, the bike was brand new, and my mother made sure to tell me to take extra good care of it because we don't have much money, you know, and we can't afford a new bike.
Don't worry. You don't need to buy a new bike just because you have a flat. I can take a look at it. And your camera, too.
Would you do that for me? You're so nice. But do you even know how?
Of course, no problem. Give it to me.
I don't know. What if you can't fix things so good? Fix the bike first. If you can do that, then I'll give you the camera. It was really expensive, and if you break it even more...
Yeah, I understand. I gotta prove myself first. Okay, good. Then we'll start with the tire. This photo is my only hope for a hot lead. So there's nothing left for me to do but start fixing the tire. See you later.
But you'll be back, promise?
Of course. Don't you worry.
Auf Wiedersehen. I have to look at it first.
The tube is flat.
Hope you find your dad. Yes, I know it is flat.
I'll have to remove the tube.
Tube remove. Oh, the whole. Oh, the whole tube. Oh, it's one of those.
The tube is definitely busted. There's air coming out somewhere. I should find out where it's coming from.
Teeth. Alright. We have a tire with a hole in it. We have to go put it in water. There was a bucket of water in the backyard of Dad's house. Back on the bike. Put this in there.
I'll hold the tube underwater and see where the bubbles come out. So I found the hole and marked the spot.
Okay, and now we cover it with tape? No. We cover it with glue.
Since I don't have anything to use as a patch, I'd better not put glue on the tube.
You have tape?
No idea if the rubber glove will work as a makeshift patch. In any case, just stuffing it into the tire won't work.
Glue.
So now
Glove.
I've smeared glue on the glove. Hopefully this stuff won't dry too quickly.
Glue glove.
Hopefully the glove will withstand the pressure. I can't think of a better alternative right now.
Hey. Back to the museum. Cool. Give me the camera.
Hello, I'm back again.
Oh, hello, Nina.
I patched the hole in the tube.
I never would have thought it.
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
Well,
Chill out,
you don't
lady.
exactly look like you could do something like that.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I'm a motorcycle mechanic.
Yeah, so? You still don't look like you could fix a bike.
I'll just take that as a compliment. And now that I've proved myself worthy, I can fix your camera too.
Yeah, that'd be great. Here, take it.
See you later.
Camera
But
acquired.
you'll be back, promise?
Nope.
Of
I'm
course,
taking
don't you
this
worry.
camera forever.
This digital camera doesn't work. I have no idea how I'm supposed to fix it. I still hope I can get a few significant photos from it.
Put cool sunglasses on it. Oh, I can't, like, call anybody. Well. Okay, let's see.
The museum is closed,
Ah!
and Max said he wouldn't be back until sometime in the evening. I guess I'll just have to be patient until then.
Alright. So. to the house. Oh, I'm glad you got it. I really hope you enjoy it. It's like it's all Nordic like folklore-y stuff, and it seemed up your alley. Alright. Anything else to poke around? Can't poke the vent. Back inside. Okay, so we need something plus this in the fish tank. We don't have any other locations to go to. Somewhere there is a number to get into the computer.
Documents about my father's expeditions and research results. Looks like the burglar was really interested in them. There are stacks of folders missing.
Damn, can't be 1958 because there's no 9 or 8. Oh.
This thing is ready for the junkyard, and the headphones are missing too.
Alright. Give me that. Give me the tape. Gonna put it in the radio box. We're gonna...
There are batteries in here.
Oh.
Maybe they still work. I'll leave the portable cassette player here, though. I don't want to schlep around any unnecessary junk.
So we want the batteries. For what?
What do you know? It works after all.
Oh my god.
The batteries were just dead. Now I'm curious to see what the pictures show. They're all pictures of Lisa. But here, 2 little figures in black robes. Too bad you can't see the faces. But then Eddie could have been right. Maybe I should go talk to him again.
Blurry figures. Yeah, so Eddie was hiding inside the Tyrannosaurus Rex display at the museum, because a bunch of dudes in cloaks with bony fingers and scary ghost voices came through. So he hid while they did whatever they did in my dad's lab. Alright, let's see if there's anything. What? I checked the rug
The
before.
carpet is totally filthy here. I should really give my father a new one for Christmas.
I have to say, this is a great button to have in point-and-click adventure games. Just to show you all the interactable points. Because shit like this in the cassette, like, you just miss because it's so small.
There's something in between the planks. Even with my slender fingers, I can't get in there.
Okay. But what about this?
Got it! A cassette! That's weird. Was it left there deliberately, or did it just happen to fall in there by accident?
Now we have a cassette.
The first and last on the car. A fourth of the openings in the entrance to the underworld. And finally, the guardians of my work.
What? What's that? Some kind of code? Dad, sometimes you are just off your rocker.
Oh ho ho, Dad, you're so silly leaving coded messages to tell you what the numbers are to get into your computer. What the heck did he say? First and last on the car. Alright, so the license plate on the car. A fourth of the openings to the entrance of the underworld. How many entrances to the underworld are there? And finally, the guardians of my work. Those are the two statues out front of the museum. So, something, these two on the car, something, and then two. Let's go check the car. Alright, so that's 2 and a 3.
That leads to the sewer system. The stench is coming out of every opening.
Wait, is that the entrance to the underworld? A fourth of the openings. So, how many holes? Divide by 4? 1, 2, 3. Okay, wait. Start this one by this dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, a quarter of that is 4. So, 2, 3, 4, 2. That seems like a very elaborate way to remind yourself of what the computer password is.
Password protected. Think, Nina, think. 2, 3, 4, 2. No wonder Dad tape recorded the code. No one would be able to find the password very quickly.
Alright, let's take
You're
a look.
not supposed to read other people's email. Then again, extraordinary circumstances call
Lady, you
for
got punched
extraordinary
in the
measures.
face.
So let's start snooping around. There are
And we're
only 2
unconscious
emails in the
most of the
inbox. One about boosting performance and the other about women over 80. Neither of them interest me that much. The trash file is empty. But there's an email to ok@nms.de in the sent file. Subject: Tunguska. Could be interesting. I'll just go ahead and open it.
Hello, Oleg. Haven't heard from you in a long time. I'm doing well again. It took me quite some time to come to terms with the whole thing. To answer your question, it's been a long time since I've thought about that.
And honestly, I'm rather happy about it. I underestimated those guys once already, and my wife paid with her life.
I swore back then to drop the subject for once and for all. Please don't take offense, but I'm just going to leave it at that. But now that you're living nearby again, we can meet in person. I would like to see you again.
Get in touch and let me know when and where would be convenient. Vladimir Kalenkov.
Dad underestimated these guys and my mother paid with her life? What did he mean by that? She died in a car accident. I
That's
really need to
never a
contact
car
this Oleg.
accident.
Maybe he knows something that can help me out.
So we know that our dad has previously been on like expeditions and stuff to Russia or Siberia or something. So this is probably related to that.
This thing has all the bells and whistles. You can
Call Oleg. Alright, so that's probably everything over here. Can we use this to get... No, it's not. Can I drop my... No. We should probably give the camera back to the little girl. Maybe Eddie will be there. Take it.
Here, I fixed your camera.
Really? Cool. You
Yeah, the
really did
batteries
it.
fell
You're
out when you
great.
dropped it.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Here, just for that, I'll give you my lucky charm. It's a little magnet in the shape of a
Perfect.
hamster. We hang it
We
on our
can waste
microwave.
more
at home.
gas
But I
driving
think you
back
should
and
have
forth
it.
from the
Oh,
house.
thanks a lot. Now get going. Your parents are probably worried sick about you. Unfortunately, I can relate to that all too well right now.
Goodbye, little girl. Alright. This is getting taped on this. And we're gonna get that key out of the fish tank. I really hope this house is like right up the street, because otherwise that's a lot of driving.
There's a grate on top of the aquarium. I can't fit my hands through. I'll try to draw the key up the side of the glass using the magnet.
Okay.
Got it.
Right. So
My
open
father's
this.
address book. That could help me out. And a little note attached to a ribbon.
Let's see if this Oleg is in there, the one who wrote the email to Daddy.
Oh, here. Oleg Kambursky. He even lives close by. Maybe I should just pay him a little visit.
There's a number on this note. LA60AK19AL. Under that, there's a description of the diadem that was probably robbed from an Oriental princess about 200 years ago. Originally, the 3 largest gemstones in the world had been incorporated into this diadem. On the left, an emerald. On the right, a ruby. And in the middle, an amethyst. My father wrote something on the back. The diadem will illuminate the real princess, and she will realize that money is not the greatest treasure.
Am I the real princess?
So here we are.
Neat.
Hopefully that's the Oleg that my father wrote the email to.
And hopefully he knows something that can be helpful. I haven't really been able to find out much yet.
Love the wind turbines. That's really cool.
A blue trash bag, hopefully unused.
For Nina? Wow, bird dive bombing the camera.
A relic from long ago, before everyone had cell phones.
She said in 2006.
I wouldn't know who to call, and even if I did know who to call, why am I paying exorbitant basic rates for my cell phone if I don't use it? A sweet little food bowl for our furry friends.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Are you Oleg Kambursky?
Yeah. Why?
I'm Nina Kalinkov.
Yeah? And?
Yeah, okay. You know my father, Vladimir Kalinkov, and I thought you...
I don't know any Vladimir Kalinkov. And now, if you'll excuse me, please.
Okay, bye.
Phooey. That wasn't very successful. I hope for the biggest break in the search for my father, and that guy doesn't even let me speak. Did I say something wrong? Or exactly the right thing?
Heads can get in and out through that thing.
I don't imagine he'll open the door again when he sees me.
We must disguise ourselves.
I can't claim that the sun is really blinding me, and I'm not at all in the mood to be very cool at the moment.
But sunglasses are the perfect disguise. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the museum, see if Eddie is there. If not, I guess I'll come back here and poke around some more.
My motorcycle.
Motorcycle. There's no other area to go. Alright.
The museum is closed.
Oh, boy. Can I, like, show him the address book? Oops, wrong one. Let's see if someone punches us.
I don't imagine he'll open the door again when he sees me.
Well, put the book through the flap. Put the thing through the flap. Put the pizza in the food bowl.
I'm finally gonna get rid of this stinky stuff. And the cute
Oh, right,
little
it's got tuna
fuzzball
fish
will
on it.
probably even like it.
Where is Cat? Where is Cat? Wo ist Katze? Katzen?
Mmm, yummy. Cold pizza with stinky tuna fish. Pets can get in and out through that thing.
Do I just like walk away and hope the cat comes back the very next day? Maybe we put a little salt on it.
If I oversalt the pizza, it will probably not get any tastier.
Alright, what else do we have? We also have this porcelain bowl.
The inside of the dish is somewhat porous.
Which I feel like is relevant to something, but not right now. I'm not putting glass shards in the cat's food. Maybe the cat wants to be cool.
A blue trash bag, hopefully unused.
Are we gonna capture his cat?
I've reinforced the opening of the bag with the bucket's handle.
Okay. So now it's open.
I've reinforced the opening of...
Yep. I don't like where this is going. I do not want to kidnap a man's cat. Fortunately, it seems like that is not where that's going. Poke it. So the opposite of the problem in games like these is, like, when you can only do a thing once you have interacted with the thing it's for is bad, but also sometimes it's bad when you can just rub things against each other without knowing why, because then you just have a thing and you don't know what it's for. Bird. Put salt in the bowl. Salt on the rock. Boop-a-doo-ba-doo. Tape on
Now
the
I can
cell
tape my
phone?
cell phone almost everywhere.
Why do you want to do that? I mean, I have my own gas tank, but I feel like that's not useful.
Thanks to double-sided tape, I can now attach it anywhere. Whatever that's good for.
Can I tape it to the wall and then call it from the I feel like that's a distraction. Like I put it on the wall and then I go to the phone booth and then I call it from there and it starts vibrating or ringing or whatever and he comes out to investigate. That does not seem to be the case though because it won't let me stick it anywhere. We're onto something. Oh, I can go behind the house. Alright. Do some snooping.
The guy is hectically making phone calls. Does that have something to do with my visit? If only I were a fly on the wall in his office. Oleg is still on the phone, and he's not exactly leaving the impression that he's relaxed.
Where is the kitty?
The food and water bowls for the pet in the middle of the kitchen. Very hygienic.
I mean, sure, why not?
Looks like this Kambursky guy is a hobby gardener. Even his garden hose is green.
Ah, a broomstick. A longer poking stick.
A broom handle, but it could be a handle from a shovel too.
Are you gonna make like a scarecrow? Kitty! Kitty!
Cats. Little hairy beasts that just sleep and eat.
You shut your mouth. Alright, the cat is out here. Now what?
Just a little more tape around it. Yeah, that should do it.
I have... What's a brailer? Is it for catching cats? Can I tape... Oh, can I tape the phone to the cat? Oh my god, you're a genius.
The cell phone's camera function is on. A rare example of the European roaming dictaphone. Now I just need to somehow
Oh my
lure the
God.
cat into the kitchen.
Okay, welp. This is amazing. Game uncancelled. Can't pet the cat, but we can use the cat to spy for us. Can we like open the window? Get the cat to go inside.
A makeshift brailer.
Can somebody please Google what a brailer is used for? You want some water? I have a bowl. Oh, it's a fish scoop. Ah, I have water in a bowl. Can we give this to the kitty too? Do we put salt in the water and make it puke and to make him have to go somewhere else? Okay, no. Probably overthinking this. Okay, so it's one of those fish nets, fish, not like fish nets, but like the fishy scoop. Here, kitty. How do we get cat to go inside? We take the pizza back.
Mmm, yummy.
Give me the pizza back. Put bowl inside. Bowl inside. Put something. I did try salting the pizza. It would not let me salt the pizza. Maybe we just have to wait for the cat to finish the pizza. Cat, finish the pizza.
Cats. Little hairy beasts that just sleep and eat.
Nope.
That should make our little pussycat real thirsty.
Oh my god. Now it lets me salt the pizza. Okay.
Wonderful, it worked. Oleg is still on the phone, and the cat will be drinking for a while, and hopefully recording the conversation. I love it when a plan comes together.
Wow. Okay. I guess the pizza wouldn't have been appealing enough to the cat if it had salt on it before.
Let's see how the cat reacts to my cell phone's vibrate mode.
Oh no!
Oh, great. The cat is up in the tree and my cell phone is stuck up there in a crotch of the tree. How am I supposed to get to it?
Climb or lure down or use the fish bag. Nope. Oh, my cell phone's there. I'm going to use the fish bag. No, we're not going to use the fish bag. Yes, we're going to use the fish bag.
That could work.
Wonderful. Let's see if the recording of Oleg's phone
That was
conversation
easy.
gets me anywhere.
Kalinkov isn't here anymore. No, Tunguska wasn't mentioned, but there wasn't any opportunity to either. Yeah, I just think someone urgently needs to take care of the matter. All right, so you'll call back then. Bye.
Well, that wasn't very productive. Okay, so this is what we have. Someone should be tending to some kind of matter. I hope the matter isn't me. Besides that, something about Tunguska.
What's the matter?
There was
what's the
also
matter with
something in the
you?
mail for Oleg. Maybe I should ask Max about that later.
Does this mean I can go?
Max Gruber said he'd be back at the museum sometime this evening. I should use the time to get some shut-eye. If my feminine intuition doesn't fail me, I could regret it if I don't.
Nap time.
Did you get what I wanted?
Not yet. We've searched through everything but haven't found anything.
And Kalinkov?
Still nothing here either. We'll probably have to take other options into consideration.
I don't care what you do, as long as I get results. Don't disappoint me.
Strange.
Oh
I feel like
my.
I'm always being followed. Even when I came home earlier, for a brief moment, I thought that I saw the face of that Konsky guy in the window.
Oh well, most likely it's my nerves. I hope Max
I'm
heard
sure
something
it
from
was
my father.
nothing. Right, we can go inside now. Woo! Yeah, the cutscenes are kind of great. This is the hole that Eddie was hiding in.
Hello? Can I interrupt for a moment?
You're not interrupting. On the contrary. Have you heard from your father?
No, unfortunately not. And last night I was attacked.
Attacked? Are you hurt?
No, nothing to worry about. But it must be because of something important. Do you really have no idea what it could be?
No, He's been under a lot of stress in the last few days, but that's happened before. Looking back, there are plenty of ways to interpret it, but especially conspicuous? No, not really.
That's a shame. Yesterday evening you offered me your help. Does the offer still stand?
But of course. My name is Max, by the way.
Nina. But you
Max
know that, don't you?
Gruber.
So, ask away.
Ask about Oleg.
Does the name Oleg Kambursky say anything to you?
Kambursky? Oleg Kambursky? No, nothing. Should it?
Unfortunately, I don't exactly know that either. I found this piece of paper amongst my father's records. Does it tell you anything?
LA 60 AK19 AL? That sounds like one of our exhibits. What about it?
No idea. I was hoping that you could tell me that.
Not spontaneously, but I can go and get the item. The note with the description of the diadem is missing, but you just had it in your hand. Well, I don't know any more about it either.
Thanks a lot. Can I take my time to have a look at it?
Of course, but please don't forget to put it back later. Otherwise your father will tear my head off.
If he still can.
Hey, stop thinking like that. We'll find him, I promise.
Yeah, that read definitely
Yes,
sounded like a.
hopefully. There
What?
must be an
I
important
haven't
reason
heard
why
that
Daddy
name
kept
in
a piece of
50
paper with the description of the
years.
diadem at home. But what? And what is that about the true princess? He used to call me that sometimes. Is it a message to me that I should be able to understand somehow? Think, Nina. Think quickly.
What about Eddie?
Yesterday evening, Eddie was mumbling something about people in black robes. I didn't take him very seriously at first, because his description was, let's say, a little strange. But I spoke to a little girl today who saw something similar last night. She even took a photo of the men in black robes. Unfortunately, there is not very much to see, but I'll certainly speak to Eddie about it again. Do you know where I can find him?
No, I have no idea. I haven't seen him all day. He's probably crept away somewhere quiet to think about it all.
You mean he's drinking again?
Yes, I'm afraid so. Unless...
Unless what?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing? Come on out with it, tell me.
Well, if those strange men in black noticed that he was watching them...
You mean they came back?
I don't know. At the moment, I have no idea what is actually happening here.
Well, this is something we have in common.
Well, that's something we have in common.
In the last few hours, I've heard the name Tunguska several times. Do you know anything about it?
Do you mean that Tunguska
meteor
catastrophe
exploded.
from 1908?
Yes, could be.
At the beginning of the last century, something exploded there. The destruction must have been enormous, but even today, nobody really knows what happened back then. Your father once took part in an expedition to Tunguska, but you probably know that, don't you?
We never really spoke much about what he used to do. After my mother's death, he never wanted to speak about his work in Russia anymore.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It was a long time ago. She was killed in a traffic accident. Shortly after that, we came to Germany. I think my father simply wanted to leave all of that behind him.
And your father never spoke about his work in Russia? Didn't you ever ask him?
No. He asked me never to ask him again, and I kept my word, despite being very interested at times.
Well, I know a little more about it. In 1908, an unidentified object went down over the Siberian taiga. A huge area was completely destroyed by the shockwave and a wall of fire. The shepherds who lived there, the so-called Evenk, were either hurled through the air or burnt. There were hardly any survivors to witness anything. Several expeditions were started to find out the cause of this catastrophe, but despite all their efforts, no clues or any evidence was found that was at all helpful. And in time, several fantastic theories arose. From a meteorite colliding with Earth, to the appearance of an unknown type of energy, to the explosion of a spaceship.
Like the Wall
And
Rider?
off the top of my head, that is about everything that I can tell you on the subject. But somewhere in the archive, I still have a few articles over the Tunguska phenomenon lying around. Shall I go and get them?
Yes, that would be sweet of you. Oleg spoke about it, and I read one of my father's mails to him. There was also something about it in there. Maybe it will bring me a little further.
Okay, I just have to get a few small things done here, and then I'll have a look around the archive.
I really want to
Thank
poke
you
around your
very
room.
much.
Poke, poke, poke.
The things out of the archive about Tunguska.
Yes, I'll get going now. But it could take a while until I've sorted through the records.
No problem. I'll wait here.
Yes, let me poke around your... Oh. Yes. Sorry. Knocking things over on the table. Alright, let's take a look.
Looks kind of threatening. That red eye on the totem seems to be following me everywhere I go. I don't even believe in magic and all that stuff, but I find it creepy anyway.
It's probably a security camera.
If I swipe things from Max's office, he certainly won't keep helping me, but I'd like to get rid of this eye.
I know, right? That's what I said when he first started talking. I was like, is that fucking Liam O'Brien? And I haven't been able to find anything in the credits that suggests it is, unless there was like some like redub or something that happened later after it was made. Although it was originally a German game, maybe it's the I said at the beginning, like the beginning of my stream, like earlier today. But yeah, like it really sounds like him.
On the outside, it seems totally normal, but on the inside, it's ice cold.
It's a refrigerator.
Let's see what we find here.
Oh, what do we get? Acid and cement. Okay. Nothing in the foreground. Oh, he's got a fancier computer. Wanna rummage on your desk? Alright. Nope, just those two things.
So the spoke has now broken off, but that eye now can no longer look at me in that evil way. I can only hope that Max doesn't notice.
Hooray! Let's deface ancient artifacts. Red glass bead. Okay. Still have water in this bowl. Do I want to make cement in the bowl? Do I want to put acid in the bowl to get something out of this rock? Can I use this yet?
I think this is where the rock samples undergo the first analysis.
Is that like the first communion?
I haven't the faintest clue how this thing is supposed to work.
You stick a rock in and it tells you that it's a rock. Anything new? Not really. Also, we have this coin cabinet that's some sort of Sudoku puzzle, but there's a coin missing, so we can't do it yet. I don't think the bead goes there.
The note says, and the prince said to the princess, whether vertical, horizontal, or in both main diagonals, make sure that there is never a repeat within a line. Does that have something to do with the coins?
I can crown anyone Queen of England now. Dad's awards. Yeah, nothing new in here. Let's try combining things. Let's make cement. Let's put salt in the cement. I made putty in a porcelain bowl. I want to get an impression of something.
I hope I know what I'm doing. That diadem has now been robbed of any beauty it once had.
I put putty on the diadem.
There are 3 stones missing out of the diadem. It looks rather unspectacular, but it seems to be important for my father. I should find out why.
Messing with artifacts.
Great! It fits!
Well, that's one. This one's probably the amethyst. Let's burn it.
Of course, just because it says something about corrosive on the label and there is a printed skull symbol, it shouldn't bother me. Who needs hands anyway?
Hey, where's your protective lab equipment? Okay, so we don't have the bowl.
I don't believe for a moment that a yellow glass shard will pass for an amethyst, ruby, or an emerald. Daddy would have to be completely colorblind.
Do you have my sunglasses?
Of course, just because it...
Alright, so we need something...
An aloe vera plant for skin after 40.
Fuse box. The radiators. That's why he's dead now. Okay, got that. Yeah, it is really good on sunburn. I got really bad sunburn when I was visiting my grandmother in Florida once. And we rubbed that all over, and it made me feel better. Eddie! Oh wait, that's outside.
I'd better leave that on, otherwise I won't be able to see anything in
Yeah,
here.
you will. Look at the fucking moonlight. Also, what if there's glow-in-the-dark writing that only shows up when the lights are out, huh? Where the fuck is Eddie?
I haven't the faintest clue how this thing is supposed to work.
Insert rock. Beep beep boops. Rock.
The map shows a section of Siberia. No idea why my father hung it up here.
No idea. That's the vent is separate from the thing. Wait.
If I turn the valve now, I'll ruin the whole floor.
Alright, so I have a way to make the whole floor cold.
The radiator is lukewarm.
Or hot? I don't remember how radiators work. I had one in my room, but I didn't touch it because I was a child. And I was told not to play with it.
It burbles quietly.
Am I trying
It burbles quietly.
kill the plant? It's on a thing with wheels. Maybe it moves it. What else can we mush together in here? Nope, 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 nope. Nope.
I've laid both lenses over each other.
Wait, what?
They now have a green shimmer.
Okay.
I hope that thing is in the right position. As soon as the putty has dried, I'll only be able to get it off with brute force.
Cool. So now we just need the purple one that's in here that we can't get because she's too chicken to pour acid on it.
Of course, just because it says...
And we don't have our bowl anymore. Like, those are supposed to go together. We need something to put them in. Or I need those rubber gloves. Oh yeah, Nancy Drew's always pouring acid on shit. Just mixing chemicals willy-nilly. You got any advice?
King of the dinosaurs. Even the reproductions inspire fear. I certainly wouldn't want to run into one of them.
No, it's a point-and-click mystery. Our father has mysteriously vanished. Can I go to other places at night? No.
I think I still have more to do here. Two angry-looking saurian creatures. Both of them look as if they are watching over the museum's
I kind
entrance.
of love these statues, though. Like, they're like weird lizard centaur things. Yeah, point-and-click adventure games are not easy to make because you will never be able to present things in a way that is universally understood by everyone who plays the game. Just because the way people's minds work varies so much. Is there like a fucking manual to this thing? Oh my god, that's separate. Ah, flask.
A glass flask.
Oh, it's green.
I'll put the stone into the acid and see how it reacts. The acid is doing its work admirably. The stone is beginning to corrode. I'll have to take it out of the acid at the right moment, otherwise the inclusion will go the same way as the rest of the stone.
Purple!
Yes, that should hold.
Wear crown.
I don't think that I can get closer to illumination by wearing the diadem.
Oh, wait, there's a light downstairs that we can't turn off. Hey, hey. Illuminate me.
Whether I'll get any brighter? Wow, it works!
Oh, man. Fuck yes.
Somebody seems to have marked one of the rooms with invisible ink, and it has just been revealed by the colored light beam.
I have no
Room
idea where this
8.
room 8 is located exactly because there's no map key. Although it seems to be one of the rooms that are being renovated.
Alright.
Wow,
hello.
not bad. I only go away for a few minutes and you transform the museum into a light show.
Oh, I'm sorry, but
That's okay. But what is all this stuff and what does it mean?
I don't exactly know either. But if this riddle really comes from my father, then he must have had an extremely good reason for the whole effort.
Have you found anything out yet?
I'm still working on it. And you?
I'm super suspicious of this dude. Yeah, like, I have played almost all of the Nancy Drew games and a bunch of other, like, point-and-click adventures, and you kind of develop, like, an algorithm for playing, where it's like, okay, I've done as much as I can, now try combining items, okay, now try talking to everyone again, now try going to all the locations again, until something triggers. This one's been really good, actually. Like, having, the items, if it can be interacted with something, the little hand icon will show up when you, like, mouse over it. So you'll know, like, very quickly whether it can be combined or used on something. Also, it has the button that just shows up all the interactable places on the screen that you're on, which is really useful because it makes it a lot easier to not miss the tiny things that, like, only exist on 3 pixels. So far this one's been pretty good. Tell me about room 8.
The light beam has changed the color of the escape plan on the wall. A room with the number 8 seems to be highlighted. Is that one of the rooms that is currently being renovated?
Yes, and they've been renovating it for ages. The complete substance of this house is unfortunately no longer the best, and the workers are having a lot of problems completing the job.
Was there anything special in that room?
Well, no, not really. All of the exhibits from that room are currently stored in my office.
Back to your
Are
office.
you looking for something specific?
If only I knew.
We can go straight to my office. Maybe you'll find something there to help you out.
Is there anything new on the subject of Tunguska?
Not a lot. Here, I found these 2 articles.
Cool. I feel like if our dad was, like, a super weird puzzle guy, then we would have been raised by him, like, solving puzzles all the time.
Come
He,
on
like,
into my
trained
office
me
and we'll
from
have a look at the
childhood
exhibits from
to
room
solve
8.
every puzzle.
Have a look around. All these things are out of the room that's being renovated.
Ooh, can I poke more things now? Wait, let's see what those articles are. Strange discovery. While drilling, Russian mineralogist, oh my god, sorry, Leonid Kulik allegedly discovered a substance that was unlike any material known on Earth. Kulik had already made the headline 11 years before. He had claimed to have found a giant unshapely object made of an unknown material between unnaturally grown plants near the explosion site in the Tunguska region. All attempts to take rock samples failed because the material was too hard, and during the next expedition, the mysterious object had suddenly disappeared. Well, giant unshapely object. What do you bet the shape was? On the morning of June 30th, 1908, there were indeterminable phenomena to be seen in the sky. A short time later, a cataclysmic explosion with a magnitude greater than 2,000 Hiroshima bombs shook the stillness of the endless stretches of the mid-Siberian mountains. An inferno of flames reduced everything to rubble and ash. An unimaginable shockwave snapped trees in half like matches and threw herders and their reindeer 20 kilometers from the explosion into the air. Seismic vibrations raced around the world at 500 meters per second. That night, the sky was aglow in Europe. Alright, let's poke everything.
If I remember correctly from the documentation on the Incas that I have seen recently, these kinds of masks were worn during ritual sacrifices.
Shall we perform a ritual sacrifice now?
A pygmy warrior's shield from the year 1687 or 1688 in the region of Asia, or something like that.
You know, the region of Asia, that very specific area.
It looks ancient. Although I saw one like these in some Swedish furniture store only last week, I think this one, however, is ancient. A vase from the Ming Dynasty. I broke one like this when I was a kid.
Oh.
That could be an antique. Unfortunately, that's about all I can say about it.
This motherfucker's old.
I think that must be some sort of calendar, but how to read it is what I don't know.
Internet. Look up. Phone. Oh.
A rider? I always thought the Aztecs didn't have horses. Stranger and stranger.
Can I poke?
That thing has
it's
obviously just been set in there. It doesn't belong to the relief disc.
Excuse me, I have to go do some, Sudoku.
The coin seems to complete the set.
Alright. Alright, so we need one of each in each row, column, and diagonal. Nope, that won't work. That's the big ones. Nope, nope, that won't work. Yeah, there we go.
Oops, that opened up a trap door. It appears to be some kind of secret compartment. What could my father need one for? It contains documents. It has to do with my father's research expeditions. It's written here that in 1958, he was the leader of a secret expedition
Oopsie
into the
doodle.
Tunguska region. Apparently, after the 1958 expedition, someone in the highest position tried to keep the results secret. It has to do with some strange plant growth. Daddy wanted to continue his research, but all further investigations were prohibited. Then apparently he did travel to the region again himself, only in the company of a certain Manuel Perez and a local guide. That was in 1977. If I understand this correctly, a lot went wrong on this expedition. Something awful happened to Perez, and both of them were arrested. My father has not been able to find out what exactly happened to him that night, and Perez disappeared without a trace from that time forward. Daddy writes later that here at the latest, he should have realized that human life is always more important than research. What
Please
does
stop
he
saying
mean?
daddy.
Maybe I should ask Max. He'd be able to help me with all the formulae and explain the scientific expressions. And this is a letter from some society in Ireland. But these are just empty pages? I definitely need help. Maybe Max knows something about it all.
Sorry, I still don't have anything.
But how that is connected with my father's disappearance, I don't yet know. But I have found some of his records in a secret compartment. They describe a secret expedition and some very strange events and...
Hey, slow down. I can't follow you that quickly.
The best thing to do would be to come with me to my father's office. I'll show you the records, and then we should perhaps have a look at his filing cabinet.
Okay, let's
and then
go.
perhaps we shall have some tea.
I told you that I didn't
Oh,
want
no.
to see you here again. Believe me, it really would have been better if you had kept out of it. Now I have no other choice but to... Ah!
The Samurai Pizza Cat. Oh.
Oleg Kambersky?
Looks like I came just in time. Are you okay?
Yes, I think so. What did the detective want from us anyway?
Did he want to shoot us?
Well, he probably doesn't have his weapon trained on you just for the fun of it. We should get away from here before this guy wakes up.
Come with me.
I'm sorry that I was so unfriendly when we first met. For some time now, I've had the feeling that I'm being pursued, and my nerves are shot right now. Of course I know your father. To be precise, I have known him for a very long time, and I know him very well.
Our
I was
father's
with
too
him on
tall
one
to
of
be
his
in these square,
expeditions
so
back then.
I guess he's the
We
Riddler.
were in the Tunguska region back then, together with the Cuban Manuel Perez, an Irish biologist whose name I can't recall at the moment, and some assistants. I don't want to get into details regarding the events of the past, but for some reason, someone appears to be very interested right now. I have the feeling that not only your father, but I as well am in danger, and possibly all members of that past expedition still living. Of course, I can't prove it, but if I'm not mistaken, the Russian Secret Service, FSB, could be behind it. They already tried back then to prevent us, and your father in particular, from undertaking further expeditions. You know about your mother?
My mother? Why? What does she have to do with anything?
You know that she died in an accident?
Yes, but...
It is rather questionable whether it really was an accident. You were in the car as well. I was driving behind you when the car suddenly crashed through a bridge railing and plunged into a river. I was barely able to get you out of there. But when I tried to save your mother, 2 of my fingers were torn off. Therefore,
Ow.
Daddy never told me anything about that.
I'm certain he tried not to burden you with that as well. The 2 of us have already reproached ourselves enough. But enough about the past. Now we have to find your father again. Due to the events of the last few days, I activated a few of my contacts. One of them is Sergei, who is moving in circles which, well, I'd rather not be found anywhere near them. But he knows just about everything that no one is actually supposed to know. According to his information, a research station was built in the Tunguska region decades ago, and now another transport is planned to go there. Supposedly, not all the scientists who are to be transported there are participating voluntarily. This research trip and the disappearance of your dad a few days before its start could very well be linked.
Does that mean my father was kidnapped and is now sitting on a train to Siberia? What do they want from him?
Even if
Is there a
officially
robot
he hasn't
piloting
been active in
the
research for
train, though?
years,
An
He is still an
automaton.
expert in his field. I am sure that Sergei could help us.
I have to go to Moscow?
I have an airplane. We could be there in a few hours. I know this is all quite a lot to swallow at once, but if your dad is really on that train, we have no time to lose. As soon as he reaches the Tunguska region, we'll barely be able to get him out again. The area around the station is too heavily guarded.
What do you mean?
I don't know, but maybe it is the only chance.
I don't know what's
So let's
going
go.
on.
It would be good if someone stayed behind, in case Vladimir does get in touch after all.
But
Nina, we should go if we want
Aw,
another
you get to
chance
be
to
the
get
Ned
there before the
Nickerson.
train leaves.
I suppose I could have another look at your father's records, but I don't have a good feeling.
Great. Then let's go.
Take good care of yourself, okay?
I'll do my very best. I wish I could.
Yes, me too. Good luck.
Oh, we just get right into it.
Oh, Oleg didn't tell me you was such a beauty. If I had known that,
Ew.
my price would have gone down.
Yes, I'm happy to see you too. You can help me in the search for my father?
Sergei can do a lot of things. Some say Sergei can do everything. But Sergei is Martyrs, so let's just stick with Sergei can do almost everything.
Yes, yes. Modesty honors you.
What can I do for you?
I thought you knew that.
Sure. But Sergei needs all the information again firsthand. And looking at your mouth and your moving lips.
Are
Sergey.
you going to help me or just gawk?
How does the saying go? One hand washes the other.
Okay. So, my father has disappeared. I only wanted to meet him in the museum where he worked. And as I arrived,
Yeah. Sergei knows that.
then what do you want to know?
What did your father do in the last few weeks? What was he working on? Who was he working for?
Oh, quite honestly, I have no idea. I have never really spoken to my father to any extent about his work. He tends to hold hour-long lectures about scientific things, and after a few minutes, I tend to fall half asleep. Then at some time, we agreed to leave the subject of work out of our conversations.
Not good. Really not good.
Yes, I know, but it doesn't matter now anyway. But again, I really don't know what it was, or for who he has been working for recently. Besides his work for the museum, he still held lectures and prepared reports, but I can't be any more exact than that. All I know is that in the last few days he seemed a bit unconcentrated, as if he was especially concerned with something. But what that was?
He was a
That
bit
gets us nowhere.
deluded.
A couple of birdies told me in the last few days that another train is leaving for the Tunguska region today. It has to do with some kind of scientific experiments. What kind exactly, I don't know. But
It
it's
sounds
not
like he's
important
doing
now.
a Russian
In any
accent
case,
by
a
way
few old
of New
friends
York.
have been reactivated.
Old friends? Reactivated?
Scientists and people who know the area who were in the Tunguska region in the past, they were, well, asked to cooperate. Some came voluntarily. Others had to be persuaded.
Ah, I understand.
Good. Be that as it may, your father may be with them.
Is he in danger?
If he doesn't do anything stupid, he won't have any problems normally.
But how are we going to get him out?
We aren't going to get him out at all. But as I've already said, Sergei can do almost everything. An old acquaintance is standing at the side entrance of the train station. He'll take you in and give you a pass and a uniform. As soon as you're on board the train, you should be able to find enough time to look around. The guards on board are usually busy drinking and playing cards during the trip. Oh, and by the way, you're traveling under the name Nina Perkova. Your last name could give you away if your father is actually on board.
So I get in the train, eliminate all the guards, and free my father. Alone? Great plan. Just great.
When you find him, then
Oh man,
we'll
is
see
this the
how
train
you get
mission
your
from
father
GoldenEye?
out. Not to worry. Sergey would never leave such a sweet ass hanging.
Oh,
Okay, that's a relief
Sergey,
then.
you're
I'm
not
sorry.
going to get to keep
I'm
your
a little
balls.
bit nervous about my father. I really am happy that you could help me. Thank you.
That's okay, little one. They don't call Sergey the good soul of Moscow for nothing. And don't forget, even if you get information that you don't know what to do with, Sergey can certainly figure it out.
Okay, I'll see what I can find out.
All right, folks.
Nice weather we're having.
Hang on, there's more.
Yeah. It's much too nice to sit around out here. Comrade Yushin is taking your shift now. Isn't that nice of him?
What? Why? Come with me. Let's chat a bit.
And on that
It
bombshell,
doesn't seem to be
God
my
damn
lucky day today. Was that a coincidence, or did they find out that Sergey bribed one of the guards? In any case, I now have a huge problem. Sergey has gone. My cell phone has no signal here, and I have to get onto the train fast. Nina, it's time for a stroke of genius. I need an idea.
Got anything else, Nina? Okay. And on that bombshell, I think that's where I'm going to call it for tonight. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I'm glad the internet survived this stream. I'm glad the teeths are working. And I'm glad you all stopped by. Thanks so much for coming. And I will see you very soon, I'm sure. Bye.